In this pandemic that we currently reside, this COVID-19, where sports has come to a standstill, how could this actually make a merger possible? Patrick, you tell us.
It's something that is in the air for a long time. From what I understand, ATP and WTA see a great advantage and a great vision in delivering one product, one common product for tennis. And it's also probably the opportunity to look at the format of tennis, which is something that hasn't been discussed really for so many years, and maybe think about a new product that would be more adapted to for the business of tennis to grow, because it's a huge business potentially with 1 billion fans around the planet, but the money the tennis is making is far from what it should make.
This pandemic could make it easier, could it not, Noah, for this merger to take place?
Yeah, I think, a pandemic like this highlights some of the issues that we've dealt with. I've been talking about this for a while. I think all of us have, but a pandemic where everybody's sitting on their couches, everybody's answering emails quicker than ever. So logistically speaking, it's easier just to get people on the same page. And that's something I know I've had a problem with. So you're looking at this, and the tour hopefully feels a little bit embarrassed about the fact that, it's difficult to make money while playing on tour. And now we're in the stage where we're not making money. You can't defend the players. So in my head, this is almost like a rock bottom scenario where you have to change and evolve to the times, like Patrick was saying and establishing. And, you have to make sure, because after a pandemic like this, societies or civilizations or whatever, they crumble or they evolve. You take one or another. It's not going to stay the same after this. So I think we have to utilize this time to bring the incredible brands around us and everybody. I mean, tennis brings around some of the most influential and affluential people in the world. Utilize them, see how we can grow and evolve. And that's where we need to take, in the next few months.
Ben Rothenberg, you had a point here.
I just want to say that this is a great beginning. If ATP and WTA can merge and become one organization, that's still a long way off, but it's a great beginning, but it's still only the first step. I mean, those are only 2 of the 7 seats at this big round table in tennis, and it would take a lot more unity from the other 5 remaining groups to be able to get on the same page, especially, Patrick, you talk about things like format change, where the men and women play different formats at the Grand Slams currently, and the men can play these 5-6 hour matches sometimes at the extreme end, which can be very tough for TV, having that uncertainty. And so for a lot of these reform things, it would need to be ITF, it would need to be Grand Slams also getting involved and coming to the table as well. These 2 is a great start, but they're probably in some ways maybe the easiest to unite, and it would take a lot of work still to get the rest of tennis on the same page.
But you look at tennis and you see it's one of the least promotable and least marketable sports that we have right now. So Ben is 100% right. I think we are taking the easy way out right now and discussing things, obviously, with financial relief, but things that are only going to impact players in such a minuscule level. I think they're just band-aids right now that will come off eventually with a little water. So I think, looking at tennis to a global scale of how can we bring a new generation in, how can we be a part of these billion-dollar TV deals, that's important. That's going to take the traditionalists in tennis to say, hey, maybe we have to take that brave next step. And I think that's the most difficult part. Getting ATP and WTA together is tough, but definitely on the lower end of what needs to happen.